Hey everyone, GamerJlee here, and welcome back to another video. And today, I'm here to talk about Destiny 2's PC beta. Yeah, honestly, I'm really liking it. And you know what's funny is that I was only going to play this for a little bit just to see how well it ran. And I ended up spending more time on the Destiny 2 beta than I did on the console beta. Now, there is a few things that were frustrating. One, there was a lot more content on the console beta, which is very confusing to me. Why are the PC players getting a fucking kick to the knee whenever it comes to content, and console players are getting more maps, more game modes to play, and honestly a lot more variety? I don't get that. It kind of felt really half-assed. And also, from what I'm hearing, basically, no one even knew that we were going to be able to go to the hub world earlier today around 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock, and no one really knew. Like, that needs to be kind of projected a little bit more rather than just through your social media. That needs to be put into the game, announced somehow. Because here's the thing, I guarantee you a lot of people would have loved to be able to go to the hub area. I would have loved to go to the hub area, but unfortunately we weren't able to because I didn't even know that was happening. I had no word about it, and yes, I follow them on social media, but do I have to have notifications to know, oh my god, I have 2 hours to go and check out this one little thing that I would really like to check out? Or could there be some sort of announcement in the game, like whenever you log on, hey, later today we're going to have a thing where you can go to the hub world for a couple hours? Like, that would be really useful, in all honesty. But what I wanted to talk about today is mostly the performance. Now, whenever I first started playing the beta, I had my girlfriend with me, and here's the thing. I am not a Destiny player. I really abandoned the game very early into the beginning of year one because honestly I was disappointed with Destiny 1 until Taken King and Rise of Iron came out. She has been playing the game since vanilla Taken King. She's never played Rise of Iron, but she knew what was going on and she just had a blast playing it. And honestly, she's not a PC player. She's not a PC gamer. She's a console gamer. And one thing I will say was really good is that the transition between controller to keyboard and mouse was really well. I had a PlayStation 4 controller hooked up for her so she could play and enjoy the game, and I had the keyboard and mouse. So whenever she wanted me to take over, I would just click on my mouse or move my mouse, and like that, I was instantly playing. There was no real like, oh, wait between the two for it to be noticeable. It was instant, and that was really fun because when we went to multiplayer, she was using a controller, and what's sad is she was actually doing really fucking good with a controller against other PC gamers that were using controllers. But then I would just, you know, we would go back and forth switching off. She's using the controller, I'm using the keyboard and mouse, and honestly, it was an easy transition, and that was really good. So having that fact that basically all controllers are accessible to this game is really nice. I plugged in an Xbox controller, a PS4 controller. I didn't try the Switch Pro controller, but I would like to see if that was compatible. I kind of doubt it will be with this game, but you never know. You really don't, because honestly, it's Bungie. You never know. They aren't the best whenever it comes to PC ports, but in all honesty, this port is very well optimized. Now, there's been a few people complaining about Nvidia because supposedly they're having a lot of issues with the new driver that came out for it, but in all honesty, I had no problems with the driver. The settings were easy to use. The FOV slider is just a glorious touch to a game that I honestly felt like needed it. You know, options were very easy. The only thing I would probably complain about a little bit is the sensitivity controls are kind of an odd, like just 1 through 10, you know, number. It was just kind of weird, but you know, with DPI and everything, you can really dial that in, I guess. But overall, just the settings were really easy to go through. One thing I had a problem with, whether it was on keyboard and mouse and or controller, was going through the setting menu, because I would just try and scroll down to mess with one little setting, and it would just take the whole screen and go like just forcefully like drag it down. Whenever I barely, you know, wanted to scroll down, it would just take the whole thing to almost like another page, but it wasn't. It was just a scroll. So I don't know. It was weird, but honestly, game's well optimized. I was getting easily over 150 frames depending on where I was in the game. And this is something that me and Matt kind of had a conversation about while we were playing multiplayer and the latest strike, was that we talked about how even though our numbers were saying that it was going down in frame rate from like 144 down to 90, it didn't feel like it was dropping frames. It didn't feel noticeable. Now, in most competitive games or games like, you know, Destiny, you can notice the frame rate going down and you can feel it. In this game, it didn't feel like we were really losing frames. It was very solid, very consistent, and honestly, I'm looking forward to Destiny 2 on the PC. It does look to like it's going to be a extremely good port. There are a few things that I know people are having troubles with. You know, like I said, I really feel like there should have been more modes available to the PC gamers. That's the thing that bugs me, is that it feels like Bungie is kind of shaming us if we're playing on PC. Now, I've got a pre-order for both console and PC, but it just feels like we got the short end of the stick whenever it came to this beta, because we only got two modes. We got the competitive mode, which was in the beta, and then we got a traditional domination style gameplay where it's basically 3 points on one map. Now, I remember in the beta for the console, there was multiple maps and multiple game modes. Why couldn't we have gone that on PC? Like, I don't get it. Why did they take a stick and just hit it against our knee and say, you get what you get and don't throw a fit, go fuck yourself? Like, it kind of felt like I got hit in the, you know, shin, and is like, what the fuck? Like, you're giving me a handicap. Come on, guys. Like, I want to be able to enjoy all the content that was in the original beta. Now, there was a few things that people noticed throughout the beta that weren't in the Destiny 1, or not Destiny 1, but the original Destiny 2 beta on consoles. There was a few menus that were available in the character screen that weren't available in the character screen of the original Destiny 2 beta on consoles. But honestly, you couldn't do anything with them. You really couldn't. It really was nothing special, and I'll just wait until the game is officially out to see what those things do. But honestly, I had a lot of fun, and it does feel like Destiny 2 has kind of improved upon what Destiny 1 was lacking. Now, like always, I'm going to wait until the game is fully released to give my final verdict. But based off of what happened in the beta, basically the cutscenes, the interactions between the leaders of the Guardians and your Ghost, and basically the discussions between them that were very lacking in Destiny 1, where it kind of started to feel like almost like traditional Bungie Halo game, where you had those interactions between Miranda and Cortana, or, you know, you had basically Johnson or Miranda in your ear. It felt more like that than it did feel like, you know, Destiny 1, where all you heard was the Ghost. And the truth was, is even in Destiny 1, the Ghost didn't really interact with you that much. The Ghost was just kind of every so often would spout something. It felt more like Cortana, because he was constantly saying something. He was, every, you know, time you go into a new area, he would spout something off that was actually useful or funny. And that really did feel a lot more like storytelling compared to original Destiny, which was just run and gun, you know, clear out this area, okay, you're done, mission teleports you back. This felt a lot more solid whenever it came to its storytelling, and we did see 3 cutscenes throughout the beta. We saw the opening cutscene where the city's being attacked, the secondary mid-game cutscene where basically you're getting the ship ride from Amanda onto the you know, attack ship, and then the final cutscene where Gaul, the new leader of the Red Faction or whatever it's called, basically kicks you off of the ship, and now you're basically got your back up against the wall and you're on your own with your fellow Guardians against a very intimidating enemy that looks like a giant grunt. I'm sorry, that's always going to be a joke between me and my friends, but Gaul looks like a giant grunt on steroids. It's like it's like the grunt that got bullied whenever it was in recruitment and basically hated the elites and the brutes and decided to get all jacked up and just beat the living piss out of those brutes and, you know, elites, and then just come out and be a badass. Anyways, guys, in all honesty, I enjoyed the beta. I had a great time playing with my girlfriend. The game was very well optimized, having very high frame rates, and honestly, a wide variety of options. You know, you're able to disable the film grain, the motion blur. You're able to raise your FPS to unlimited, which is perfect. 4K support, FOV slider, everything was just great in this beta. And honestly, the only complaints I have is on the multiplayer side with the lack of modes and the lack of maps. Now, will we get cucked whenever it comes to downloadable content with Destiny on PC? I have a feeling we are, which is going to be really upsetting because that's the main platform I want to be playing on. I want to mainly be playing on the PC, but unfortunately I feel like I'm going to be cucked from content that's coming out on the consoles. I hate that. I hate timed exclusive bullshit, and that bugs me. I hate whenever companies do that kind of shit, and hopefully it's not going to be brutal. Hopefully it's not going to take away from the game to the point where I feel like I have to play it on the consoles to be able to, you know, get the newest updates and so on and so forth. Because that is the one thing. If it was multiplayer content, like new maps and stuff like that, I wouldn't give a shit. But when it's actually story-based content, I want to play it as soon as possible and hopefully not get spoiled by people uploading on YouTube. And I do subscribe to a lot of Destiny YouTubers, and that is the one thing I'm afraid of, that we're gonna get screwed whenever it comes to downloadable content and future events and future raids and strikes, that it's going to come out on consoles first and then PC will get its scraps a month later, like they do with the Call of Duty franchise with the DLC. But that's usually multiplayer wise. I really hope they aren't going to do something like that, and I hope that the PC port of Destiny 2 is going to be better. I know that there's a few glitches that happened when the game first launched, or the beta first launched, and my mistake, but a lot of those got fixed instantly. Is there a few things that were kind of odd, like the saxophone glitch, as people were calling it? Yeah, it was weird, but hey, you know, that's what betas are about. Sometimes you have to have those betas come out and have them tested for those problems to not show up in the official release, and that's what betas are for. So guys, tell me what you think down in the comment section down below. Did you get the chance to play the Destiny 2 beta? Did you enjoy it? Are you going to be picking up Destiny 2? I know I am. I'm picking it up on PS4 and on the PC. I really hope that the game is going to be full of content, lore, and honestly a lot of the things that we're missing in Destiny 1. But I still have a little bit of skepticism whenever it comes to it. I really do have this feeling in the back of my head. We're seeing these cutscenes throughout these beginning missions, but will that same kind of content be throughout the entire game, or is there going to be a lot of moments where you feel like you're getting a lack of story, places where you're getting a lack of lore, which honestly in a game that's an MMO, in a lot of people's opinion, I feel like that's very important. Look at games like World of Warcraft, where the whole world is nothing but lore. That needs to be a driving point in Destiny 2, because the truth is, you don't have to play Destiny 1 to be able to enjoy Destiny 2. It feels like a brand new game. It doesn't feel like a continuation of Destiny 1. It feels like its own thing, which is good. But we're going to have to just wait and see when it comes out. I will be picking it up on PS4 whenever it comes out on September 6th. And then I will also be picking it up on PC whenever it comes out on October 24th, I believe it is. Which is honestly still insane to me. I don't get why they couldn't delay the console port to come out on the same day as the PC port. But Go figure, guys. Go figure. I have no clue. But guys, thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like. If you dislike it, go ahead and leave a dislike. You can follow me on Twitter at GamerJlee. You can also go to our Discord server where a friendly number of people will be there waiting for you to say hello and be your friend. Just ask one of the jobbers to let you in as a regular, and they will more than happily grant your request. We also have a Twitch channel where you can go and follow me on twitch.tv/GamerJlee, and I will be streaming there a lot more often as I've been doing recently. And guys, thank you for watching. I really hope that Destiny 2 is going to be a great game. I hope you'll be joining me for this journey, and thank you guys for watching. And as always, GamerJlee signing out.
Guardian, something's wrong.
Not look at me, creature. You are weak, undisciplined, cowering behind walls. You're not brave. You've merely forgotten the fear of death. Allow me to reacquaint you. Your kind never deserved the power you were given.